Ubisoft? What is it with you? You have released some of the best games of the past 15 years, and yet you do so many things that make me want to beat you with a stick. You released Assassin's Creed 2, one of the most anticipated sequels of last generation, yet you've crammed it full of unfriendly DRM. You create original, creative ideas like ZombiU and Beyond Good and Evil. Ideas that never go beyond one game. And don't get me started on your treatment of this machine. Firstly, delaying Rayman Legends so you could bring it to other systems, an action you felt wasn't necessary when it comes to our version of Watch Dogs, a version which, like Assassin's Creed 4 on Wii U, will have no DLC, apparently. But, once again, you have managed to calm my anger with a brand new digital release in the 2D RPG, Child of Light.
Child of Light.
We hear a story about 1895 Austria, and the Duke's daughter Aurora falling gravely ill and passing on. Or rather, passing on to another world called Lumeria, a world she is determined to wake from. It's there she meets a little floating ball of light called a nucleus. After starting the game, however, I had to visit the optometrist as the watercolor and vibrant, hand-drawn designs, thanks to the UbiArt framework, singed my retinas.
Yeah, this game is beautiful. Plus, I now have a real reason to wear shades inside. But what really shines brightest is the combat.
Being an RPG, you meet friends who will join your party. That's nothing new. What stands out is the battle mechanic. At the bottom of the screen is a meter separated into two sections, wait and cast. When your character reaches the splits, it can cast its action and will perform it when it reaches the end of cast. Different actions take different times to cast. Best of all, if you attack an enemy while he's in the middle of casting, you can interrupt his move and send him back. Of course, they can do the same to you. Best of all, Igniglius, who has the ability to shine brighter, can use it to push an enemy slower in an attempt to get you to attack first.
The gameplay so reminds me of Grandia back in the day. Huh. Now that I think about it, that game was published by Ubisoft.
Then you get the power of flight, which just opens up the game to all kinds of exploration. If you've played Rayman Legends, you know what this is like. It even has its own version of LUMS. One thing I find incredibly creative is that pretty much every discussion or statement in the game is presented as poetry, which really gives it a fairy tale feel. Plenty of characters join you on your adventure, including the circus performer Rubella and the wizard Finn. Rubella is better as a healer, and Finn has more elemental magic attacks. However, you can only have 2 characters in combat at a time, though they can be changed on the fly and everyone gets XP at the end.
While on the surface the game looks fairly basic, it's clear there is a lot to the world that is Child of Light. Upgrades, collectibles that you can combine with your weapons, and many different locations to explore, allies to join you, and enemies to fight. It is definitely one of the best RPGs as of late. Child of Light is available on all major systems. And yes, that includes the Wii U. there isn't much gamepad functionality. You can control a nucleus using the touchscreen, but that's about it. Which begs the question, why I just couldn't use this instead? Now, you're probably wondering why I didn't do this review in rhyme. Well, to be truly honest, I just didn't have the time. Hey! That counts.